Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold up. Pause. Pause. Hold on. Hold on. Big things. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Terrible things happening. Hold on. What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? I'm going to reopen Twitch. I don't know if this is working. I don't know what's going on. We're giving it a try, though. Oh. We're giving it a try, though. Oh, I can hear myself. That's awful. Oh. Oh, I can hear myself. Hello, Abyssal. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Stream manager. Sorry, this is going to be a very much a figuring things out kind of stream. Hello, Abyssal. Hello. Hello, chat. Can you hear me and see me? Can you see me and hear me? Can you hear me and see me and hear me? Can you see me and hear me? Can you hear me and see me and hear me? Do you get a share of the brownies for your resub? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't, Abyssal. Yes to both. You can hear me and you can see me. Are things like in sync if I do that? And is quality okay, Abyssal? Thank you so much for the resub. That's very, very sweet. But you can hear me, you can see me. There is a dog in the room, just in case he starts causing chaos. I hope he won't. He seems respectful of the tripod to both. Again, yes to both. That's awesome. Hi, Copy. Hey, Copy. Hey. I'm kind of just hiding. Collect a sticker. Yippee, you get... Is it working fine? That art. Everyone say thank you to Skylark Y for the art of that. That's awesome. Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? Hold on. And I'm going to put my chat window down here. And that window there. So that I can see everything. And I'm going to move this one along. A bit like that. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to hide that preview. And I'm going to, hold on, sorry, this is, I'm working with very limited real estate on my screen right now. And for some reason, Twitch is being very annoying. Peek, let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that's not working for me. I'm going to just minimize you. Put you here. Right, chat? How are we doing? How are we feeling? I can only see chat on my phone, so if I'm not at my phone, I can't see you guys. I'm sorry. That's all right, dude. We step by step. We do go step by step, just like with instructions on recipes. Wow. It's so beautiful. Wow. I'm glad you think so. Yes. First of all, hello. Hello, chat. This is the first in a series of baking streams that I want to do. Whether or not they become a series is kind of dependent on how this one goes. Because, you know, this is a lot of hassle. But it's fun, and it's going to be fun, okay? I'm going to squat down like this. It's going to be fun. Fuck you. Second of all, I can't hear the music. I can't hear alerts. So I'm going to be a little bit less with it. I'm going to figure that out for next time. But for now, I've got my phone. I've got my stream manager on my phone. So if I miss something, just harass me. Hello, nice one. Hello, Cinnamon. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. You had your induction day at your new school yesterday. You found out if you take students' phone off them, they can only get it at the end of the last day of the half term without parent care. What the hell? That's insane. Something good? Thank you, Cinnamon. Yes, Sin. Hi. I'm going to need quite a bit of help from you more than usual because, yeah. You left pub? Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you did that because I'm going to need help, I think, because I can't really do much Twitch-wise from here. Let's go. Thank you for collecting the sticker. Nice one. 12-year-old not having their phone for 7 weeks because they had it out in form time. Oh, that's insane. That's like the default, isn't it? You try to lock in. Thank you. I mean, it should be fine. I just mean in terms of like, yeah, I don't have much Twitch control from here. I can, but it's very funky because I'm working from my laptop, which is working to my PC. But hey, guys, I hope everyone's okay. I hope we're all doing well. I'm making brownies, not brownie monsieur, I'm afraid. Thank devil. Hi, just regular brownies. Yes, I would like to give lots of credit to Skylark Y for the what's it called? The art to promote this stream, as well as the general. I used it for the sticker as well. Thank you, Sky, my goat. You are the goat of all time. Hold on, I'm using Chat Arena for a little bit. So now I can't see the stream preview at all. So if things start breaking, that's not my problem. You did it to yourself. I don't care. Size is going to be 20. That's better. You're 20? No one has to know, baby girl. Hi, Skylark. Speak of the devil. Who let Duck in the kitchen? Me, I did. Hold on, actually, before, don't move. Hold on, don't move. I'm gonna flip you around so I can kind of see my camera preview as well. There we go. Also, I think it'll be better for the heat of the camera. Now I can kind of see, hello, yes, I can kind of see more. Hi, 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 hi. Sky, you made the sticker too, thanks, goat. Government has said the phones aren't allowed in schools at all, kind by letting them have them switched off in their bags. Really? That's kind? That's insane. Hi, Rowan. Speak of the devil, it's me. It's you. The poster's the sticker. Yes, I hope that's cool. I just thought it was kind of sweet. I'm leaving my phone to charge for a little bit because it is kind of low on battery. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use chat here. But this is going to be a weird, wild, crazy style stream. I hope you all know. It's so cool. Awesome sauce. I'm glad you think so. Rowan, I'm good in the kitchen, I promise, okay? I'm really good at this stuff. This isn't going to be a duck fails kind of stream. It's going to be a duck is awesome kind of stream. You got to wait for the streak and then dip because you are locking in on Minecraft. That's so messed up, Copy. It's my first ever baking stream on this new setup, and you're just going to leave. That's not cool. You're better? Oh, I see. At what point do I start baking? I guess like soon. He/Jen is really good. What can I say? I'm very good at my job. Okay. Can you guys see the baking widget? The little baking guy that's in the little corner of the stream. It should show you a preview of the recipe I'm doing. And it has all my steps and it has timers and stuff. That's so sick. Thank you. I made it. I hated it. Duck is better than GCSE cooking. Let's go. You took it from GCSEs? Oh, buddy. Oh, that's like basic bitch stuff. Hi, Cable. Hey, how you doing? Time to tip. Thank you for the streak watch, I guess, Copy. You all still cooking GCSE? I didn't do cooking GCSE, and I'm going to outperform all of you fuckers. So, good luck. Is the audio quality okay? I've not used these mics on stream properly before, so I'm hoping it's coming across right. Also, it's really like slutting me out, so hold on. I'm gonna. You seen that kitchen? Banger cam set up, by the way, it looks great. Oh, thank you, Cable. It's a fucking nightmare mess of everything, but I'm glad it's working well. The game mentally ill person would be bad at baking. Yeah, you're doing a level 2 catering course? Well, I'm built different, so serve. Just because you simply did not need to. Yeah, I just locked in. I did a year of cooking, and then I went, hold on, I'm better, and then I stopped. So, speaking of, guys, we're officially starting to bake, okay? Step 1, as you can see, always the most important step, preheat your oven. Okay? We're gonna come over here. It's not a tutorial, I'm not doing a tutorial, unless you ask me if you want tips, I can try and help, but I'm not actually that amazing. But still, is it changing things? Want to do my hand? Is it got like hand gestures on? I can't tell, I don't care. Okay, I'm putting my oven on to 180 degrees. There's stuff in here already. I'm taking these trays and I'm putting them in this cupboard for the time being. Let me get these filled out too. That's not gonna work. This is going so great already, if you couldn't tell. You cooked yourself since you were 14, and that's why you're so goated at it, okay? Don't even think about it, girl. You are just built there. Can I fit? Okay. I'm not gonna try that. Maybe I should, because that's not working for me. And this is, okay, no, it's so chill. It's so chill and fine. Don't even worry, guys. Literally, don't even stress. Literally, why is anyone stressing? Why are you stressing? Stop it. I'm gonna put these back, but they're gonna go in the bottom of the oven to give my brownies plenty of room for... Speaking of, I do need this tray. Hold up. ASMR trays, no, for real, for real. Right, just, I hope that sound quality was great. The mic does not like you messing with those trays. Does it keep doing it? It does, doesn't it? Hold on, I need to turn off hand gestures on my camera. I didn't know that was a thing that I had, but apparently I do. Menu. Give me a second, guys. This is so chill and so great. Hold on, hold up. How do I have like straight up hand gestures on my camera that I didn't know I had? That stuff, no. Nuh-uh. None of you. None of them. None of that. Nope. None of them. Nope. Nuh-uh. No. None of you guys. I don't think it does have hand gestures. I think it's lying to my face. Okay. Anyway, I'm still here. Even though you couldn't see me, it's fine. I know you'll have bad object permanence. He's stuck behind a wall. Is it too low? I'm going to angle it slightly upwards. If that's cool with you lot. Also, bear in mind, my kitchen is very, very warm right now. So there's every chance that I will melt. I'm going to be incredibly sweaty. You're going to watch me glisten, and it's going to be great for you guys. That's better. You two twin. Oh my god, twinjamin. Just like 12, 13 because how picky you cooked for yourself because of how picky you were. Damn, I just got told to eat. That's cool though. Right. So preheat the oven. That's done. If I hit next step or toggle, does it auto toggle? It does, right? Did that work? Did that hashtag work, gang? I need to find out. Pause champ. Is the stream even working? My phone is just broken. This is great. Did it do it? Did it do it? Guys, we're figuring things out as we go, okay? Previous. You've not been marked as done. There we go. It's now toggled as done, right? It is? It is. So then I hit next step. And then that should be fine. Line a 20 centimeter square baking dish with baking paper. Now, time to tell you guys some terrible news, some bad news. I don't have a 20 centimeter baking dish. Like a square one. I don't have that. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize for my discretion, for my mistake. Where is my chat? Where's my chat? There's my chat. Your parents straight up gave up feeding you. Oh, buddy. I don't have a 20 centimeter baking dish. However, comma, I have something better. An equivalent, okay? Because 20 centimeter baking dish means that it's like a square. This one's not quite 20 centimeters on this side, but it's more on this side. So it's like volume-wise, you can ask Abyssal. If volume-wise, it's the same thing. You already messed up the recipe? No, I've worked this out before, okay? Don't worry, I've done this a million times in this dish. It's great, it's goated. So, why are we already on the last step? Preheat the oven, next step. Oh, okay. Hold on. Jump to you, preheat the oven, toggle done. Next step. Why are we jumping to 3? Sometimes the things I make don't work very well, guys, I hope you know. Line a 20 centimeter square baking dish. Do I like femboys, Daddy Nick? Not, they're not, like I'm friends with some. They're not like my faves ever of all time. Does not look like it'd be equivalent in area, but it also depends on the depth. So the volume isn't so much the problem with something like brownies, because obviously they're just going to be a thickness. The thickness is like yes, that would be a problem, but only if you were, say, making something that rises a bunch and then you make it with a really shallow dish. This thing, I've worked it out because it's an 8-inch baking tray that they ask for in the recipe. The recipe is by Tasty. It's by Alvin Zhu. I don't know how to pronounce his surname, but it's tasty.com, tasty.co, whatever it's called. I need my baking paper. You are not my baking paper. You are my baking paper. This is huge. So, we're going to be lining this baking dish with baking paper, okay? Because this is important. It does affect it because the depth is thicker than the center will take longer to cook in the recipe. No, I know that, but like, to cut enough of baking paper to put at the bottom of the pan, but put butter on the whole pan first. I don't do that because I'm built different, because I don't feel like it. Automatic ban for likely being a spam bot. Hey, I did that apparently. So yeah, I don't butter my pan. I don't butter my pan, I'm afraid, Rowan, because I'm just not like that. I'm not about that life. At least for something like this. I would for other things, but brownies are pretty solid. My batter is quite dense, very viscous, like the guy from Deadlock. So I don't really feel the need to do that. What am I doing? I'm looking for scissors. So, also, bear with the lighting, because that's outside, so it's going to change constantly, which is crazy. Good automation. Chances are we would have gotten banned at some point anyway. Yeah, no, probably. Probably. Extreme judgment, I should. No, but I don't need to, because I've done it a million times without doing that, and it's never failed me, so... But you know what I do instead? You know what I do instead? Is, this is how I line my baking dish. She's going upside down. Can you see me from here? Can you hear me and see me? You can see me, you can't really see the dish. That is the one downside of this setup, is that it's not particularly good. Ooh. Is that it's not particularly good for seeing what's going on. But I will show you guys. Ignore that comically loud sound. Move plant. You trust Ducksworth baking with my entire being. You know what, Sin? I respect that, thank you. I'm going to do it from here because you can kind of see what's going on here, right? This second's about to be goated. It kind of is, Cable. It kind of is goated. Dirty butter apparently for putting baking paper? Yeah. I don't even wet the paper, and that's why this strategy is handy. So, this stuff, this lovely, lovely baking parchment, I line it up with the bottom, and I kind of wrap it around the edges here, if you can see that, to sort of guess where it would go, and I want it a little bit higher than the edges would be. This is probably pretty simple stuff. I don't know why I'm being like really patronizing by making a tutorial, but fuck you, I'm doing it anyway. Then I cut. This is kind of, it's a lot of baking paper, but it's how I make sure nothing sticks, basically. I don't scrunch mine either. I basically make whatever that one thing is called that you do in math sometimes. This is also great. You know, scrunching it up, I've done that before. It does work decently, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. This is a really inconveniently placed sink in terms of doing visual metaphors. Be careful with scissors, kids. Don't run with them and hold them dead. If you have a parent around. I don't know, I don't do kids. Miko's new album playing. You earn more Rowan respect. I can't actually hear the music. I just played my indie mix, but this was definitely on purpose. Thank you for the respect. Hi, Cookie. I don't do kids. It's the truth. Now what I'm going to do is line up my paper so it's kind of the center of the bottom is where I want it to be, and I'm going to like crimp the edge here so I can see where that corner of the bottom is going, and I'm going to cut that edge just up to the pan, right? Do that on both sides. What's the math thing you do with parchment? Not with parchment paper. It's the thing that you do where you make like a paper model of a 3D object, and it shows you how 3D objects are just 2D objects all folded up, right? I forget what they're called, but you know, it's kind of chill. Live, laugh, love, Miko, so that guy. Oh, the net. Yes, the net. That one. Do you make a blondies as well? I prefer brownies. Blondies are okay, but I'm a slut for some chocolate, so I kind of want to keep it. So try and keep the paper in the right place. I didn't. I fucked it, but it's okay. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but only for like the lengthways bit, right? You don't want to do all the sides, just the shorter ones usually. And now, what I do, pan right way up, and it's gonna go. The curved bits are gonna go on the like downwards facing so that they can flatten out. And I'm basically just gonna fold. You can kind of see that. You can see this side better. Fold those like extra tags around the back of the shortened one, so that it kind of makes the shape for you essentially. So for like a square baking dish, this is great. For circles, it's kind of evil burger, and you've then got to do like the whole pizza slice thing. And this is a little bit finicky, but I find that it just makes sure that nothing like leaks out essentially, because that would suck if it did. But this makes sure that does not happen. Yeah, you're basically making the net of your. Brownies are my favorite. Brownies are definitely one of my favorite things to make. I also do them a lot, so I figured it's a good thing to start the baking streams with, because it basically just means that I'm less likely to fuck the baking, so instead I can fuck the streaming, right? And now this is not my best work, but you can kind of see what I'm going for here. You've essentially just made the same shape as the tray, but in the paper, and it's nice and smooth, nice and closed off, nice and pretty. It works well, and you don't need to butter it, because all the corners should be pretty much sealed up, right? Look at my corners; they're nice and sealed up. Whoa, I'm so talented. This isn't really a talent, guys. This is just baking. I'm just making brownies, but they're going to be really good brownies, and it'll be worth it in the end. Oh bollocks! Oh bollocks! Oh shitting fuck! Okay, that stuff's away. So there's the second baking stream going to be macarons. No, that's not going to be the case. No, that's off. Hello, I'm making brownies. Is it in the title, or am I stupid? Am I stupid and dumb? Brownie. Yes, I'm making brownies. But we are very much still in the early stages, and I'm very sweaty, so I hope that helps. Brownie, okay. I just got a ping. Okay, it's not relevant to my life. Awesome. So, you've made baking stream suggestions. I will probably do that, but you are welcome to suggest recipes in my Discord if you want to. That would be cool because I am going to run out of things that I want to make. So if you guys have suggestions, then that is awesome. But as long as it's something that I'll like, I'm not making stuff I'm not going to eat because then I won't eat it and it'll be sad. So, 20 centimeter square baking dish, toggle done. And then like that. Awesome. Is that working? That's working great. Guys, we've done that. This can go to the side now. This can sit over here in the darkness. And I'm going to turn on some lights because it's starting to get dimmer. And I don't want that to notice. Is that okay? Is that lighting okay? Or is it fucked for camera? It's a bit fucked for camera. Okay. That one. And those ones. This should be better because then it's got more focus on me and on my hands. Is this okay? This is okay. Right? My hair's a bit messed, but this is okay. Hello. Hello. This just needs to be like facing me. Right. What I'm going to do now is the next step that you can see on your screens because I'm so smart. I made a widget for this. It's baking baking? Not yet. We're not baking stuff yet. We are beating the eggs and the vanilla for 1 to 2 minutes. I don't like the lighting. This is not an important feature, but I do not like the lighting right now. I think I go back to this and that. Is this better? This feels better. Hello. That's fun. Hi. We're going to beat the eggs and vanilla for 1 to 2 minutes. And I do actually need to pull up the full recipe right now because I kind of forgot how much I need. Because I'm smart like that, okay? Hi, Sky. What are you omfing? What are you omfing at? Why are you omfing? Did something happen that I didn't spot? Sky, did something happen, Sky? Sky, what happened? Sky, what happened, Sky? Okay. So, 2 eggs. 2 eggs. I know that one. I know 2 eggs. I remember this. And sugar. You with the lights. Fuck off. Sup. Hi, Zacchaeus. Hello, how's it going? How have we skipped to step 4? This is not right. Okay, hold up. Jump here. Butter and sugar. That makes way more sense because I was like, the eggs and vanilla, that doesn't make... Okay, I need to troubleshoot this widget because I didn't really test run it very well before this. You think you got the steps mixed up? I did. The steps are right on my recipe. They're wrong on the widget. It's pissing me off. Butter and sugar with an electric hand mixer. I can do that. I know this one. I know this recipe really well, but I kind of just want to let the widget guide me so I can prove that it works. I don't actually know if you can see where I am right now because I am squatted. If you can see my feet, don't screenshot this, okay? I will be very upset. Ooh, fuck my knees. Mixing bowl acquired. Big boy. Big bowl. I don't usually use this whole thing like filled up. We can fully see you and know that no dogs are out. Oh, perfectly split. This is awesome. Screenshot. Thank God I'll kill you. I will actually, in the game. So it's butter and sugar. It is 250 grams of butter. No, 250 grams of sugar and 170 grams of melted butter. And obviously melted butter is the same mass as not melted butter, unless you cook off the water, which is, you don't want to do that. We're just melting it, okay? We're not doing brown butter brownies. That's too much effort. Too much. Reset character now. Butter. See, usually I use a microwave to melt this. I also need to grab out. Oh my God! Who put the salt in the fridge? Who? And the pepper. Guys, I'm not kidding. I'm being so honest with you. The salt and pepper are in the fridge. I don't know why, or when this happened, or how. But the salt and pepper are in the fridge, so I'm gonna put them back. These are going not in the fridge. They're going in the cupboard where they live. Okay. I don't know what those were doing there. I'm a bit scared. if I'm being totally honest with you. So, right, you go here. You go. Do you know these don't need to be in the fridge? I know those don't need to be in the fridge, but I don't know why they were. And don't blame me, okay? I live with my parents, right? This is not my house. I had nothing to do with this, but I do have something to do with the heinous noise that's going to come out of this mixer in a little bit. Can I do this closer? I can do this closer. But is this any better over here? No, this is better. Okay. I might have to rethink the kitchen layout, but for now, my wrist, this is fine. Rightio. Rightio. I know it's not your house because that kitchen's too nice for a streamer. Are you excited for the Heartstop movie because you heart Kit Connor? I am excited for that because Kit Connor is a delight. We put ketchup in the fridge when it's been opened because that's what you're supposed to do to keep it lasting longer. Butter. And I need a thing to melt the butter in. I'm going to ban Maria. You do not need to ban Marie butter. That's stupid. But I'm going to because I'm going to have to do that with the chocolate anyway. So it would be stupid to use 2 pans. And if you don't know what bain marie is, it's a double boiler for you Americans out there. No. So, you know, just oh, fuck. I'm sorry about the loud noises that you're probably dealing with. Autistic people, run. Like, just leave. You shouldn't be here. It's dangerous. Emotional damage. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right. Butter. How much do we want? It's 12 tablespoons, which I believe is 170 grams. Don't quote me on that. I'm remembering, which means I'm wrong. It's okay. I'm at the point of tipsy where the autism has cancelled out. Oh, that's massive. I didn't know you could cure autism by being drunk. This is a lie. I did know that. I do this all the time. Drink responsibly. I love doing PSAs occasionally. It's really fun. Right. 100. This is the slowest I've ever baked anything. I need you guys to know it does not take me half an hour to turn an oven on and open a pack of butter. I hope you all understand this is not the case usually. I promise. Sin can confirm I've cooked with her. It went pretty well. I didn't take 1 million years. The first 2 drinks don't count. Yeah, no, it just gets you to normal people town. And then the rest of it is when you actually start drinking, right? Right. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to use a knife because I have to use a knife anyway. I'm trying to avoid doing too many dishes after this. Okay. Guys, we are free-balling, cutting this butter. I want 170 grams. This pack is like $2.50. Is it? Hold on. How much are you? How much butter are you? 250. We want 170. So like here. Fuck. I'm going to do this chunk first. That's gotten us to 85. And then this bit. Desperados, like the beer. I don't drink beer. I'm sorry. Are you 170? 185. It's okay. It's okay. I don't care. I don't actually mind. It's like so chill. I didn't even want it to be perfectly on or anything. That would be weird. Be careful with knives, everybody. Chop you off. Bonk. Just to clarify, yes, I did wash my hands before doing this. I'm not trying to poison anybody. Put you in there. 171. Yippee! That's pretty much what I wanted. Almost-ish. No, not Desperado the beer. What other Desperado is there? I'm a bit confused and lost, to be totally honest with you. Right. We now melt my butter. We melted the butter. Gay little monkey at the Apple Store. No to knives, but sometimes you need to use knives for things. I'm just saying if you're going to use a knife, do it responsibly and don't like get anybody with it, including yourself. They're sharp and dangerous. Preferably if you're a child, don't use knives. Stream delay sucks. Yeah, no, that tracks. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about the stream delay. It's not my fault, I promise. Hold on, let me open up the recipe so I don't fuck this. Tasty.co. Tasty brownies. The best fudgy brownies. That's what they're called on Tasty, okay? Just so you all are aware. 250 grams of sugar. 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons, 95/30, 1 teaspoon salt. Awesome. Okay. 250 grams of sugar. You may think it's a lot. You would be right. However, that's what makes them yummy. Yummy and nice. So if you don't want that much sugar, I would suggest making something other than brownies, usually. That's my go-to suggestion for you guys. Why is Stream Manager so ass on mobile? Hold up. I can't see anything. Okay, I'm back. 250. More. Please. Okay. 216 in this packet. I'm really upset about the fact that I couldn't just finish it without one bag. But it's okay, because we've got more sugar in this pot. Because sometimes we decant things into cute little pots. I hope that's cool. I hope you guys like pot. If it's legal in your country. If it's not, I would suggest not using it, personally. 250 grams of sugar. Now I need my butter to melt quicker, please. How are you looking? Okay. I need to actually get the double boiler to a boil. So we've got some time to stand here and do not much for a little bit. You guys excited to do not much? I'm excited to do not much. This is awesome. Okay. Is my widget still working? It is still working, I do believe. How is everybody? While we wait for the stuff to melt. Timer, is this a speed run? You got to try 0 cycle? Is the timer on right now? Oh, you're on mobile. I see. No. So that timer widget is just there always. On the mobile one, it's not there on the normal one. However, it will turn on when I actually activate a timer. It auto hides on my main widget. I forgot to do that on the little one. Also, hi Joe. Hi Joe, how are you? Hi Joe, I'm melting butter, Joe. If you come to watch me melt butter, hi Parker Comics, hello. You gotta make an ugly hedgehog cake? Joe, I'm gonna make a baking suggestions channel in my Discord after this. Please chuck it in there, because otherwise I will forget. Well, see, I would usually microwave it, but we don't have a microwave in this room. It's in the other room, because it doesn't look nice. It doesn't fit with the aesthetic. Blame my mum. Blame Mumsworth. So, I'm just melting this butter. As I say, I usually wouldn't, but I need to melt the chocolate in the double boiler anyway, so it kind of doesn't make sense to use more than one thing. What a fancy kitchen. Yeah, no, it's nice. It's very nice. It helps a lot having this much space, because I'm a messy baker. I'm trying a lot of effort right now to not make a fucking mess. This mobile layout sucks. How do I undo it? Press the button. I think it's on the top right that you can toggle like classic layout or something. I believe that's the case. And then you'll see the normal stream, which is basically the same thing, but with more overlays, because they don't fit very well on the vertical layout, I'm afraid. Press the top right button. Yeah. My butter is melty. Hello, Sky. How is everybody doing? Are we all okay while I melt my butter? If anyone wants any tutorial on what I'm doing, let me know. But I'm going to assume that you all have brain cells and don't need me to explain things to you, because everyone else is usually smarter than I am. Do a little Jess Frost, Clown Boy. I hope that hit. You want a brownie so bad? I mean, if you get to my house before, like, these are all gone, you're welcome to have one. Also, exclamation mark clip is not a thing anymore, because that was a Stream Elements thing. Yeah, okay, thanks, Sin. That's awesome. That's just what I needed. That's the clip thing that clips it directly to my device, which is why only mods and I think VIPs can do it. So, Abyssal, you got to lock in. I don't know how you get VIP, personally. That's not really... The only reason Copy has it is because he was the clipper of all time. You don't have that reputation, I'm afraid, so... Claps happily like a king. Oh, is that what I'm doing now, Parker Comics? Is that how this works? You forgot about no saves? Yeah, because having them saved directly to Twitch meant that they could just get, like, cluttered. Oh, Dank Devil, thank you for the tier 1 sub, Dank Devil. That's so sweet and kind. Wow. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Dank Devil. Yeah, no, it cluttered my stuff, and it just also was difficult. But I wanted to save things properly, so now I use the hardware save. Doug, any suggestions for your classroom? You should have a screen constantly playing Duck. No, actually, no. I don't want children to watch my streams. I was gonna say Duck's Birth like embedded on it, but I don't. I don't want students. I don't want anyone under the age of 18 watching my streams. Not like because they're too family unfriendly. I mean they are, but mostly because they piss me off. You already am looking at tissues, hand sanitizer, antibacterial wipes, and cold and flu tablets. You should have books, um, pencils, a something maths related. You know, I'll be sharing your stream to my students. I do not want to talk to them outside of school. That's entirely fair. Can we get a Zora Mamdani poster? Is a good shout. Yes, Abyssal is a teacher. Matt Nyberv. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm going to say Matt Nyberv, and you're now Matt. You're allowed to give the kids tablets. Oh, don't give them iPad. Don't make the children into iPad kids. That's such an awful choice that you've just suggested, Cinema. Why would you say such a thing? Guys, my butter's almost melted. There's like a couple of chips of butter left. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. Only the teaching assistants can have nap time. Your teaching assistant get nap time? That can't be right. There's no way that's the truth. Hello, V. Hi. Look, V, I'm baking. The cold and flu tablets are for me because the children are plague bearers. No, that makes sense. In that case, if you're getting stuff for yourself so you avoid the plague, you should bring like a hazmat suit. I'm baking. Wow. Okay, butter is pretty much there. I'm going to take it off the hob, and I'm going to take my pan off. If you're handling hot things, be careful. You might burn yourself. Luckily, this is glass, so it's not very heat conductive. Going to give that a nice little second to melt properly. And then I'm going to whisk my butter, my melted butter, my 170 grams of melted butter into my 250 grams of caster sugar. Why am I speaking like I'm part of the royal family? Fuck knows. Top tip, everybody, submerge your face in boiling butter. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Please don't. Please don't do that. Okay? Don't. It's not worth it. It's not. Don't do that. You've been up since 7:30 every morning for the past week for work. Oh, buddy. Your camera is nice. I'm glad that's what you took away from that experience, Joe. That's awesome. I hope the music is appropriate for what you're watching right now. I have not a bloody clue. What are you making? I'm making brownies. I'm making chocolate brownies. Because I love chocolate brownies. Melty butter onto my sugar. The heat, if anything, is not a problem with this, because it should just help the sugar dissolve. And here's a top tip that is something I learned from TikTok. So you guys know when you make brownies and they have like the or make or buy, and they have like that flaky stuff on top. The flaky coating, like a skin almost. And it's kind of hard to replicate if you are making them yourself. So the way that works is, for some reason, it happens. Yes, you do know, awesome. That happens because of the sugar being dissolved properly. It has to be fully dissolved in the liquid, right? Because that's then how it like crystallizes on top. Because otherwise it's just going to stay itself. So you need it to fully melt into the stuff. You're going to go to bed soon? That's entirely fair. Your brownies have foreskin. So in order to make sure that your brownies are uncircumcised, you've got to make sure that the sugar is fully dissolved. And it's also got to have a high enough concentration of sugar. I think it's like 200% or something. Also, noise warning. I can't do anything about this apart from turn off the mic, and I don't feel like it, so oh, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it's probably annoying. Turn music down, goat. I can do that. Why is it changing the volume of itself? That's not cool. Hold on. There you go. Now I've got to reopen Twitch. Stream manager. Thank you for letting me know, Skylark. Why? I want to swap to here. Thank you. Average British kitchen. Yeah. This is super average. Hold on. I want to make sure. Hold on. 12 tablespoons of butter in grams. Yes, it is. Okay, I got it right. My complete guess was correct. Awesome. Right, so I've mixed my stuff. I'm gonna, hold on, let me just get all the extra shit off by just turning it on and not holding it in the stuff so that it kind of flicks off. So, see what I mean by it being like fully dissolved? It kind of just looks like yellow slop right now. You can't really see because of the light. Yellow slop. Hold on, let me get nice and up close. So if you can see here, it's like yellow. It's all dissolved. The sugar's nice and dissolved in the butter. Okay? Cool. Awesome sauce. Right. Back we go. Next step is to mix the eggs and vanilla. But what I'm going to do, here's something to consider. Here's something to remember and to consider, guys. Hold on. Stream Manager. Mobile Stream Manager is poop ass. That's something to consider. Okay? Bear that in mind. You see too much. Oh, I'm sorry. Put cocoa powder in it? Not yet, Ducksworth Fan 223. That's like step 8, bro. Chill, man. Chill. Dry ingredients always go after wet. Because the wet ones you can mix as much as you want. But as soon as you put flour in it, if you mix it too much, it's going to get too cakey because you'll develop the gluten too much, man. But I'm going to leave this to cool for a brief moment because obviously we just melted the butter and I'm about to put eggs into it. And if you put eggs into something hot, they're going to like scramble. And you don't want scrambled eggs in your brownies. That would be fucking weird. Instead, we're going to skip to some other steps, okay? This is not in the recipe. It is in the recipe, but later. Or maybe earlier, I forgot. What I'm going to do is get my chocolate bar. I'm going to do this over here so that we're nice and close and up personal. I'm also going to get my knife. Stay safe. And I'm going to get my chocolate. Where is the chocolate? The chocolate is in the fridge because that way it cuts easier. I don't always, oh no, there's like oily shit on my chocolate bar. It's fine, I'm gonna use the whole thing anyway, but I'm just sad about it now. Ugh. If you have any questions as to what the oily shit is, it's from like a, eggy brownies, scrambled egg brownie, yum, yum, yum. It's like, you know when you get like tomatoes and olives and they have like oil in them, like as a marinade? There's like an opened one of them in the fridge. And it got all over my chocolate. And now it feels gross. So I'm just gonna chuck away this outer packaging real quick. I mean, I was gonna do it anyway, but you know. Where's the Feastables? I'm not using Feastables, okay? I'm not doing that shit to myself. You got a legendary sticker? Yeah, that's awesome, Dux. I found everyone got a legendary sticker. How do you use that? Same as every other sticker, it just looks cooler. It's like bigger. It's got a golden outline. That's kind of it, Chief. So we are using random baking chocolate bar I got from Sainsbury's local, I think. You love slightly tomatoey garlicky brownies. That's the first ever pull. So guys, I need you to understand the stickers are not randomized. The stickers, everyone gets the same sticker with the same rarity at the same time. They are time-based. So after today, that sticker will no longer be available ever. You don't know how to use stickers? They look nice. At most, you can do exclamation mark stickers, and it will show them off. Feastables Castle, like the chocolate you get in advent calendars. What? Yippee, you're getting stickers. Okay, it might be fucked. I don't know. I need to fix that at some point. Is it gonna? Yeah, okay, it's cancelling out. I need to fix that, but that's fine. I don't care. Chocolate bar. This is something I do. It says to do it too. You chop it up. and you're going to use half of this. So you're using 225 grams of chocolate. You want to use half of it, which is 112 grams. In the recipe, it's for the actual like mixing in, melted. The other half is going to go in its chunks. So my suggestion, and I don't actually have quite enough, I have 200 grams. So I'm going to do 112.5 for the actual mix-ins. Too much. 103, 114. One moment, gang. Oh, so we want half of this, which is the 114 or 112, about the same, I don't care. We're going to chop that up nice and really, really small so that it can be melted nice and quick. The other bits, that's going to be a little bit bigger as like chunks of chocolate because that's nicer. So I'm gonna cut it up now. Oh my god, okay. I'm not gonna cut it here because I just flicked chocolate everywhere and it got on my laptop and that's really sad. And I didn't want that to happen. So I'm gonna do that over here now. I'm also gonna shut this door now. Because what? Okay. Because the dog is now got my family as company, which is good. Okay. Okay, 1 second, sorry. I need to chuck something outside. Because I also live here with 2 other people, namely my parents. So I'm going to quickly do this, and then do this. Off camera stuff. Jobs. Chopping up chocolate time. Brownies. Yes, this is true. You must know what chocolate is best. I'm a milk chocolate kind of boy. I know that's really basic of me, but that's my favorite. And if you judge me for that, I hate you. I'd say I don't hate you, but I'd be lying. I do. You promoted my company on a different stream. One of the viewers follows you. Oh, thank you. What do you mean my company? Like, do you mean my channel? That's a really weird way of saying it. The streamer called out my name and asked who Ducksworth was. Okay, don't go and promo... Wait, no, don't promo me in other chats, please. Don't self-promo in other people's channels. That's not cool. That's actually very much against Twitch etiquette. Like, I get that it's your name, so that's fine. But, like, don't go in there and say, I'm going to go watch Ducksworth now, because that's kind of cringe. They asked. Yeah, see, that in that case, it's fair, because it's kind of like your name. But just... I'm sure you're aware of this anyway, but this is also just for everyone in the chat. Don't go into other people's chats and like promo other streamers. It's evil burgers. They didn't do that. Yeah, in this case, it's kind of a unique situation. Because your name is my name, which is kind of stupid. Caramel chocolate. Whoa, I don't love caramel. It's not terrible, just not great. You know? Yeah. One small downside of this chocolate bar being so fat and chunky is that it is slightly more difficult to chop. You love me a salted caramel milkshake. No, okay, that's fair. Caramel's a nice flavor. It's just like, sometimes it's really chewy and that kind of puts me off in general, you know? Oh, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Ducksworth Fan 223. Caramel? I've never had a caramel before. But it seems like it would be nice because it's like caramel but creamy, which is cool. I just licked my finger because of chocolate, so now I'm going to wash my hands again because I'm a responsible man. Do you guys do the thing where like you, what is it? Whenever you touch like eggs or something, or just anything cooking related, you just like do that with your fingers under the tap, just like, just to try and wash it off without having to wash your whole hands. It's pretty good. I like it in mocha. Mocha, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I respect your choices. That's kind of awesome sauce. Key lime pie. I've never made a key lime pie before. I like lemon baked goods. Those are awesome. I've never tried lime baked goods before. It seems like cool stuff, but just, you know, a unique flavor. To me, lime is very much a savory thing. I know it's like citrus, so not really, but you know what I mean? Like it goes really well on like Mexican food and stuff. As a flavoring. If you're cooking eggs or chicken, you're washing your hands every 30 seconds because you're deathly afraid of salmonella and you hate the feeling of them raw. That's fair. I mean, Chicken, yes, I agree. Eggs, salmonella is pretty much eradicated in British eggs because we vaccinate our chickens. So it's a lot less of a problem. Like you still shouldn't eat raw eggs, but it's not like it's gonna like contaminate everything you touch kind of vibe like a chicken would. And even though I think chicken's pretty decent for it, raw flour is actually more of a risk, I believe, than a lot of other things. So you've got to be more careful if you're eating like, I know you do cookie dough. I know there's some cookie dough recipes where people just use a regular cookie recipe and just eat it raw. You want to heat treat your flour before you put it in. So you can cook off any dodgy shit. Lime slushies are actually elite. I've never had a lime slushie, but it does sound kind of good. But once again, I think lemon and lime, yeah, sure. Just lime, not bad, just not for me. You don't like lime flavoring? Yeah, I feel like lime flavoring is never great. You have to have actual lime in it, you know? Right, the chocolate, the 125 grams of chocolate is now melting. It has to be 125 because it's going into the things. But other than that, this stuff can be anything. Sometimes I put other things. I put like chunks of cookie into it. And now we need to mix in the eggs and the vanilla. It's actually the thing that... Nope, go back. Nope, too far. Nope, too far. Nope. Jump to you, please. Eggs and vanilla in 1 to 2 minutes. Yes. I'm like going back and forth on this recipe so much, it's kind of difficult to keep track of. Oh, here's another way that I don't actually do the recipe properly. Hold on. Brookies are good. I love brookies, to be fair. I made really good brookies the other day. So, 2 eggs. Cracking into my mixture of sugar and butter. Yoink. And then, in the recipe originally, it's like 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I don't know about you guys, but I quite like coffee flavoring in chocolatey things. It makes it like really rich and nice and good. That's why Americans wash their eggs before sale and then need to be stored in the fridge at all times, because they wash the bloom off of the eggs. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I just know that Americans bleach their flour sometimes, and that's crazy. Vanilla is measured with the heart. No, you're right, but I'm not putting vanilla in this because that would be too much liquid. I don't want to overdo it, but I want coffee. So instead, can you guys see? Oh, you can't. So we have an espresso machine over here. I'm gonna pull a shot of espresso and put it in instead of vanilla. The message before that explains the context. Actually, the insides of the egg that risks salmonella is because birds poop out on the eggs a lot, and that causes all that nasty stuff. Oh, that makes sense. You're right though, Sim. Vanilla is measured in the heart. It's like garlic. You always do more than they tell you to. But I am now, hold on, let me mix this stuff a bit because it's melting chocolate and I don't want it to burn because then it'll seize and be bad and evil. A little bit more heat for you, please. Beep, 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 beep. But yeah, I'm sure Sin will agree with me on this one, that espresso is really nice. And I like to put a little bit of it into my brownie batter because it's yummy. Garlic bread. You're so right. Hold on, that's crazy. Vanilla, garlic, herbs, and spices. Oh. You're explaining to me really nice things right now. Hold on. I need to pop my big basket out and put the little basket in. And then you're going to hear something really loud and annoying in a second. That's the bean grinder. I just grinded my beans. And now I've got my little shot of espresso. I'm going to tamp down my grinds, and then I'm going to pull the shot into just like a little pot or something. What machine you got? It's a Sage one. I don't know which one specifically. My dad got it a while back for a Christmas thing, I think. But yes, Sage espresso machine. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Wow. Wow. I'm not making the Powerpuff Girls though. I'm making chocolate brownies. That's kind of... Also, can we just talk about the fact that when he made the Powerpuff Girls, it's kind of really, really weird that he did that. That science man made 3 children, and no one questions it because he made them superheroes. What if he didn't make them superheroes? Because that was a mistake. It was a mistake that he made them superheroes. The chemical X was not supposed to go in. Originally, he was just making 3 child girls. A little bit... Did you have a message typed out saying, is it a sage? It is a sage, yes. Just the implications of this scientist going, what if I made 3 babies? But, like, not for any purpose other than, like, science. Just, you know, some people, I guess, I don't know. I have questions. If you add chemical X to the batter, then I'm making the Powerpuff Brownies, I think. I don't know what it would do to them, but I imagine it would be strange. Okay, my chocolate is melted. Now you want to put that to the side and let it cool, because we don't want to scramble our eggs, so we're going to let the chocolate cool down a bit, so that when we mix it in, it's not like the worst shit you ever have. I got my little shot of espresso in my little I love my daddy mug, because of course. And now we're going to start mixy shit. Hydrate. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I do need to cook over here now. Where's my... Oh, there's my drink. Yoink. I'm going to fill her up a bit. And we're back. Yummers. Okay. I need this. I need to mix it. And we're going to mix it until it's light and fluffy in colour. But obviously, then I add in the espresso afterwards, because otherwise it would not be light and fluffy. It would be brown and coffee. Noise warning. And it says for 1 to 2 minutes. I kind of just do it until I don't want to do it anymore. It's a really scientific method, I know. We could match mugs. Oh my god, we could. You're so right. Hold on. I'm just I'm just mixing, you know. I'm just gotta, you know. Hold on, just you know. You get it. Okay, that's a bit lighter. Fluffy's a strong word. Do I go longer? Should I go longer? I'm gonna go longer. This has got to be fluffy, you know? Whatever that means. Also, to be fair, this is the only time we're getting air into the batter, so I probably should mix it a good amount. Bonk. Okay, that's looking a bit more fluffy, I guess. Now I'm going to carry on mixing while I pour the espresso in, because I'm hoping that if the espresso is a little bit too hot, it will just like counteract that a bit. Maybe I chuck a tiny bit of vanilla into it as well. Because I used to always do double shots, and that would be a little bit risky. Because it would be too much liquid. But if I just chuck a bit of that in, worst case I put more flour in, you know? Just to soak up some of that liquids. Right. A little bit at a time. To like temper it, I guess. You know, just gotta give it a good mix. Okay, you're done now. I don't really care anymore. I'm kind of done with mixing. I'm kind of bored of it now. I think that's all the mixing I have to do with the okay, eggs and vanilla for 1 to 2 minutes. Next step. That's way too far ahead. Why am I jumping so goddamn far? Sifting the flour, we're doing that one right now. But we should be doing whisking the melted chocolate. Toggle done. No, we should not be done. Toggle done. We are not done, right? Awesome. Whisk in the melted chocolate. Make sure it's not too hot, or else the eggs will cook. So I just melted the chocolate, so it's probably too hot right now. So the eggs are gonna cook, and you don't want that. Because once again, scrambled egg brownies, not really the vibe we're going for today. Do you think my chocolate's, can you guys feel my chocolate? Can you give it a little feel? Let me know if it's too hot, please. It's dark chocolate, so it's nice and bitter. Nice and bitter and nice and good. Rightio. Yeah, sure, man. Oh, thanks, Sin. How's it feeling? Is it too hot? A little warm? Okay, I'm gonna like mix it a bit, because then I'm like getting air into it and letting it cool quicker. I think that's how that works, right? Is that a thing? It's how you like cool it to temper chocolate, so I guess this is probably fine. Feels hot? Oh, thank you, Dank Devil. No, okay, that's fine, that's fine. I can sort it. I can, just give me a mix. Can you hear that? That's what good pussy sounds like. Oh, I need to stop. I kind of just want the brownies now. They're actually, weirdly enough, these brownies, read my mind, hell yeah, go. These brownies are weirdly better after they've sat in the fridge. Like, once they've cooked and cooled, I like to leave them in the fridge overnight, and then they get really, really fudgy, and it's so good. Okay. I'm gonna do, like, a little bit of chocolate to temper the eggs, I suppose. Mixy, mixy. Okay. What did you just say? Friginis? Friginis? What are you talking about, Dank Devil? I don't know what you're talking about, Chief. Okay, it didn't curdle. Curdle? Scramble? So I'm just gonna put like most of it in, and then we'll do the last bit of scraping afterwards once it's definitely like down to temp. La la la. Frigimasu. Oh, okay. Okay, I get where you're coming from now, Dank Devil. Thank you for clarifying. I didn't know that this bit that you do, like the only bit that you've ever done, extends past just tiramisu and also into brownies. Is this going to be the case like every time I bake something now, you're going to make evil, awful, terrible jokes about them? Is that how it's going to work? That's okay. I can let it slide, I guess. Right, okay. I want to get all the chocolate, because that's where the good flavor comes from. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay, I fucked it. Too far. And more of you. And put you in. To be fair, don't, like, I've tried to make this recipe as good for, like, using the same pots. So, like, I'm just going to keep this one here now, because we're about to use the same spatula for folding in the dry ingredients. So don't like chuck everything in the sink straight away, basically. Rightio. So that should be the last of the whisking that we need to do. So now I can do the rest of it over here with you guys. Hi guys, it's me, Ducksworth. Melted chocolate. Right. Now it's time. Too far. Stop it. Double done. So I've just whisked in the melted chocolate. No. Where am I? What's going on? Here, please. I really need to debug this damn thing. Like, I had it working when I wasn't live and jumping between steps like an idiot, but clearly that doesn't stay between jobs. Whatever. Hi, hello, hi. Rightio. Next up, it's the dry ingredients, which is kind of one of the easy parts, I guess. It says to sift it. I don't bother. You could if you really cared. I just don't. You know, I just don't care. I just don't care enough to do that like every time. Flour, cocoa powder, and salt. It's like I'm gonna mix it just enough. Bigger batch, I would say, I see it, and then you chocolate to it. Though probably any like it's. Oh, I'm jumping around the place right now. I'm so sorry if you guys are seeing that. I did not realize that there was so much funkiness happening. So it's 90 grams of flour. Should be plain flour. Like, just give it a sprinkle, but, you know, just avoid any big lumps. Music, I gave it camera audio. Yeah, I'm guessing the internet's just getting a bit buggy with the teleport thing. I hope it's settled now. Hello, Ghostbusters Spidey. Hi. 90... Is it 90 grams or 95 grams? The censorship is crazy. Who's being censored? It's calm now? Awesome. I'm guessing it's just like there was a new connection on the network because, as I say, this is all wireless. I'm going to try and figure out a way to make this work with like a bit more wired connection. This is just a test run though, you know? It's just, we're seeing how it goes. 90 or 95. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but I want to check. Stop it. 95. I was wrong. Oh, balls. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I can just put a little bit more in. This is an awkward time. Do 95 to balance the espresso. Yeah, so this is bad news. So my phone was actually in contact with the scales that whole time, and it was throwing off the measurement. So I don't actually know how much I've got in there. So I'm going to stop now. Hi, Ben. Hi, Benmo. Hi, Benmo. I love that guy. Hold on, where are we? What's going on? Just put that extra lump in there, but it's fine. It's just like a guesstimate of how much flour, because realistically, I might have fucked it. It might be terrible. But worst case, it's just like a bit more cake-like, or a bit less cake-like, but that's okay because I can adjust the baking time to represent the best bet. Next up, cocoa powder, 30 grams of it. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. Cool. Oh, no, okay, 28, a little bit more. A little bit. A little bit more. There we go. 30 grams of cocoa powder. You go there, you go there. And now we mix it. Oh no, a bit of salt as well. You what? I don't know. Salt. Oh, the fridge salt, of course. It's like a bit of salt. I don't know. Like a bit. And before you ask, yes, this is in fact a Nando's peri peri salt shaker. No, I did not steal it from Nando's. I got it when I got one of their like peri peri salt kits. So you know, just bear that in mind. Ooh. So what I'm going to do now is make a tea for my mother because she's asked me for one. And I'm a good child. One of these. One of those. One of them. You could fuck up a Nando's right now? Oh, I can always fuck up a Nando's, dude. I've not been to Nando's in a very long time. And it kind of upsets me because that was like my go-to food for a long while, to be honest. All good, all good, all good. Sorry, just checking in on stuff. Does anyone else want tea while I'm making one? Like, do you want a cup of tea? I can do you a cup of tea. It doesn't take long, you know. It's chill, it's chill. We should go Nando's. Sin, you're right. Sin, we should go Nando's right now. Sin, turn up at my house and I'll drive us to Nando's. Sound good? Sound like a plan? Milk, 1 sugar, please. Sorry, Ben, I don't put sugar in my tea because spite, mostly. There we go. Can I come? Yeah, you know, guys, if whoever wants to come Nando's, just rock up to my house and we can go Nando's together. I'll drive, but I'm not paying for the food for everyone, okay? That's not how I roll. Milk is fine. Little splash. Cup of tea. You've never been to Nando's, Skylark? Why? What's wrong with you, bro? You have some kind of problem when it comes to not going to things that everyone else has been to. And I'm sorry to hear it, dude. Okay, hold on. I'm going to leave my microphone just here while I deliver this tea to the fam. BRB. Yoink. I'm back. Hold up. Putting something away. Wow. You're missing out. You are missing out. Duck, you know where I live. We have nothing. Yeah, no, I guess. 90% of the times you've been to Nando's to eat in has been to take someone for their first time. Really? That's so strange. Right. My stuff is on top of my stuff. And now I'm going to fold it in. You're going to fold in the dry ingredients, okay? You just got to fold it in. I can't explain this thing to you, okay? You just fold it in. Like, you should know this one thing. Beverages. But yeah, I don't bother sifting for something like this because A, it works. And B, if you have any clumps, when you mix in the chunks of chocolate, it will probably break them up enough for it to, like, not be a problem. And if I sound out of breath, honestly, it's the temperature in this room. I feel like I cannot breathe. But it's okay. You once had a Supermax? Been best fucking chicken you ever had in your life. What is Supermax? You did get a bucket of sausages and milk. What the fuck, Ben? Is there something wrong with you? One thing I will always suggest is if you are mixing and you find a big clump, just like diddle it with your spatula a bit. It should break enough. You just want to avoid any big clumps in the like actual final mix, because then they, you know, if it was a chunk of butter and you were putting it in the oven, that's going to melt away, so it's fine. If it was not, if it's like a chunk of cocoa or flour and you put it in, there's every chance that that is just going to sit there, and then you'll bite into a piece of brownie and it will just be flour, and you'll just like, you know, like the cinnamon challenge. Have any of you guys watched the, like, I think it's like Glozell or something, cinnamon challenge? That video is beautiful. It's possibly the best thing that's ever been put out on the internet. Irish fast food place. Oh, I mean, that sounds quite nice. I might have to go at some point. I might have to turn up in Ireland just to go to that. Because if they do good crispy chicken, I'm a sucker for crispy chicken. Now, this is when it's time to ask the important question. Do I chuck some other shit in the brownies? Do I just like put some stuff in the brownies? Because the dark chocolate's in there. What other stuff do we have in? I could put a few chunks of cookie in there. You know, just like a few, like I'll chop up the cookies a bit and then put them in. Like these like knockoff Maryland ones. Thoughts? It's not like brookies because they're not going to obviously cook to the same extent, but it's just like little chunky bits, you know? It's nice to have a bit of extra texture in your brownies. These rolls are just sat in the cupboard, so I figure they might as well get some use before they go stale. Hold on. Cookie chunks. I'm going to chop them up nice and small though so that they don't like get weird in there. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a weirdly satisfying sound of chopping up these cookies. Cookie. Into brownie. This is, as much as baking is one of those things where you really do need to like follow the recipe correctly. Once you've done it enough times that you kind of know what you're doing with it, it's a lot more doable to just kind of, you know, mess with it a little bit, you know, see what you feel like doing to it. See what extra bits and bobs you want to put into your brownies or whatever you're making. Because it's all like about ratios as well, you know, it's less about specific amounts and more about, hey, as long as it's kind of the right ratio of dry to wet to this to that, it should work out. Speaking of, I'm now going to put this batter into my tray. Oh my god. What's happening? What's going on? I'm going to do this over here because I need the space. Excuse me. Thank you, Elle. I haven't used a recipe for brownies in years. They will do whatever I tell them to. No, for real. Like, I use this one just as a baseline, and after that, I just kind of do what I want. And as you've probably seen from this, I kind of remember a lot of the recipe and just know generally what vibe I'm going for. Although this batter does seem a bit drier than usual. I'm guessing I put too much flour in, and then adding those cookies in probably soaked up some moisture from it as well, because obviously where I chopped them up probably were essentially just like flour. I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean. So what I might end up doing is just cooking them for a little bit less time, because I don't want them to dry out, because the last thing you want is I like my brownies very, very fudgy. You don't want like a cakey brownie going on. This is a really weird posture. Please no one posture check me right now, because I cannot do this strange motion I'm doing right now from a stood up straight perspective, okay? That's not going to happen. But no, I'm very much I'm a gooey, fudgy brownie kind of man. Honestly, the last few times I've done this, I've used my temperature probe to check when they're meant to be done for like a gooey texture. And they're essentially raw on the inside. But then you leave them to set in the fridge and oh my god, they're so good. Recipes know I'm the dessert bender. I've been called the dessert bender before, but it's not as a reference to Avatar. Only the real ones know. I think I should rebrand, guys. I think I should become the dessert bender. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Hold on. Now that I think about it, I'm not doing that to myself. Okay. Come on. Just spreading the batter out nicely so that it's all like even. And since there's these cookies in, and just also, especially with baking chocolate, because it can sometimes get a bit like weird, and dairy milk as well. If you're ever baking with dairy milk, be very cautious. If it gets too hot, it kind of goes almost powdery. I don't know why. Just a weird thing. But like, so I'm making sure right now that none of the chocolate chunks or cookie chunks are exposed to like raw oven. I make sure that they're all covered in batter so that they can't like overburn or something. Yeah, it's pretty good, that. Hello. Hi, Ayan. Hi. Oh, that's good. The dark chocolate's really good. Okay, we are at 180. We have been for a while. Guys, it's time to put... Hold on. I'm going to show you the brownies before they go in the oven. Brownies pre-oven. I don't want to tilt them too hard, but very dense, goopy, gooey batter. And we're going to go for... Is that not raw? No, it is. You're right. Next step. I've transferred them to prepared baking dish. I've not been keeping track. Now, we're going to test to see if this goddamn timer works. Hold on, where's the stuff? Where's the things? Okay. I'm going to put them in. I'm going to click start step timer. I'm also going to set a proper timer just to be safe. 20 minutes. Start step timer. Nope, that's not what I clicked. Jump to you. Is the timer going? It is, I think. I jump here and I toggle down. And then I jump to this one that has a timer going already. It should still be going separate, right? Is it going? Is the timer working? Is the timer working? Is it working? Are you really baking if you don't need the batter oil? It's for taste testing, guys. It's like you've always got to taste while you're cooking. And that's just what I'm doing here with this, okay? I'm just tasting the stuff. So the timer, the one on the screen, I'm not going to use like an actual reference. I'm going to use the oven. It's just so you guys can kind of keep track of how long it's been going for. Because I don't want you guys to feel like lost and scared and terrified. W, brownies are in the oven. I'm going to fill up my drink again with some squash. And I'm going to clean up a little bit. Because in the words of Nicholas Hamilton, we are respectful in this house. I'm sorry if I'm a bit low energy. It's just the heat has kind of knocked me out, I think. And that oven is not helping. Too damn warm. Yoink. Have you guys seen Nicholas Hamilton? He's very cool. If you haven't seen him, he's on TikTok. He makes cocktails. I often feel lost and scared in your streams. That doesn't surprise me, Sky. I feel like that's quite a common reaction. But yeah, if you've not seen Nicholas Hamilton on TikTok and you like to make cocktails, go watch him. He's very funny and he makes some cool ones. Just promoting someone else right now. I don't know if he does anything other than TikTok. He's an actor as well. I don't know what he's been in acting-wise, but chill guy. Very funny. I love him. He's awesome. Now that you're out of chicken, what's the point of Nando's if no chicken? The streams make me feel violent. Yeah, no, I get that. I have that effect on people. I quite often make people feel prone to violence. I found it's like a weird side effect of talking to me for a prolonged period of time. You just start wanting to punch. Not even necessarily punch me, you just like punch something. Which is like a fair reaction, I would say. Okay. You can go there. Turn you off. Dump out my coffee grounds. Rinse that boyo out. Let some water go through it. Or not, it's fine. You're gonna don't punch my brownies, no. Don't do that. What are you saying? He has some songs too, and he was in the first It film. He was the bully. He was the evil man, which is quite funny. But no, he's very, very chill and very sweet and very lovely by the appearance of him on TikTok. Don't punch my brownies. I mean, to be fair, they still taste good. It would just be rude and disrespectful of you to do such a thing to me. Needs the pressure to go through the basket. Yeah, also it's because it's one of the double-walled ones. Because the beans are probably a bit stale, so it needs the pressure. But it's okay. I'll give it a proper clean at some point soon. Do I feel like washing this up right now? The answer is no, if you're curious, but I don't really feel like doing that. But I don't know what else to do for the next 16 minutes of waiting. You're in the oven beating the brownies? Why would you do that to my guys? Why would you? Oh, hold on. I don't want to chuck this because I'm going to... No, it's had some stuff on it. Never mind. I use the metal one anyway. I use the metal... I've got this metal chopping board that I got from my nan a while back. Where is it? And I find it's really good for keeping the brownies on. Because not only is it like a small chopping board, it's pretty much the same-ish size as the tray, so it's not like taking up too much space in the fridge. I can't find it. I guess never mind. But it also has the added benefit of helping conduct heat away from the brownies so that they cool quicker. It will take you 5-minute tops, might as well. Yeah, but it's also going to be noisy. And I feel like you guys have just been dealing with constant clattering noises the whole time I've been doing this. It's the baking dog. Hi. Hello, Urix. How are you? Okay, yeah, I'll do the washing. I'll do the cleaning up. Fine, Cinnamon, fine. You've convinced me. It wasn't that hard, but you did convince me. Hold on. Let me give this like a bit of hot water in here. And I will use my... There will be noise. Yeah, this is true. And then a squirt of this. Steamy, yeah. Big kettle tap, yippee. This is another thing that I like to do. It's use the mixing bowl that I just used for the brownies as a washing up bowl. Because I'm smart. What can I say? Because then it helps the dish soak. Well, I can also use the soapy water that I'm soaking it in to wash up everything else. Because I'm smart like that. Wow. Smart boy. Sometimes. Often not, but you know. You get the gist. That's like rust, I think, not from me. Awesome. The fact that my phone and my laptop are right near this is slightly concerning. But you know, it is what it is. Right, while we are waiting for cooking and I'm doing my dishes, does anyone have suggestions for what to do in the next baking stream? I don't know if that will be next week Thursday again, or if it will be on another day. But at some point, I want to do another baking stream, now that I've got the setup and I can troubleshoot with the stuff I've learned from today. So if anyone has suggestions for recipes that they like the idea of seeing me do, that don't use ridiculously expensive ingredients preferably, then say those, and I will do them at some point, I think. I know, Sin, you've probably got a whole backlog of recipes that will be fun to do. But I have some. I'll probably do like just some general cakes. I think honestly, some of the streams I might already have the stuff baked, and then the stream will be decorating it, because that is one thing I'm ass at, is decorating. I've never been great at it. So I think if you had a good cookie recipe, I'm interested. I do have a. You saw the brookies I made, didn't you, Sky? It's the same thing I did with those. Just this has just been water. Like I use my cookie recipe for the brookies. That'd be so fun. Cookies are a classic sort of loaf cake with crumb. You know that. So yeah, I can do cooking. I've not done vanilla cookies for a while. And then, yeah, I think decorating, because that's, as I say, that's the one thing I suck at the moment. I don't like. I bake for flavor, not for appearance. You know, the presentation has never been my strong suit. Same with cooking. My cooking quite often doesn't look that great, but it tastes good. Because it's not my priority, because if I'm cooking for myself, it doesn't really matter. But since I'm doing this in front of you guys, I want to make sure it looks pretty. Hi, Andrews. Yes, I'm baking, Andrews. I'm baking. Okay, that's clean. That's clean and stuff. And that's the backside needs a little wipey wipe. I'd be curious which recipe you use as well, Sim. Because I've bounced between cookie recipes quite a bit, because it depends how I'm feeling as to what consistency I want. Remember the days of uni baking? Yeah. Ah, the good old days. What are you doing, Chief? Hold on. Okay. The melted chocolate is being a mild inconvenience. How are the brownies going? They're in the oven, Celeste. They're in the oven. They're going to be like 11 more minutes, hopefully, and then I will check the internal temperature. This is something I've only recently been doing. I used to just kind of vibe check the brownies. Also, I hope you're well, Celeste. Hi. The group chat, yes, please. Thank you, Cinnamon. Because the brookies I did before, I actually used a new recipe for those. Weirdly enough, I found because this brownie recipe served me so well over the years, I found Alvin's cookie recipe as well. I just used that, and they came out pretty well, so. But yeah, I always used to just like vibe check the brownies, because realistically it's like with cake, you can like stick a skewer in it and it'll come out decent. But recently, because I know I like them gooier, I have been using my meat probe, like my actual baking thermometer, to check that they are done to the level that they should be, which I will have to double check before I do it this time around. But like right in the middle, because I want them to essentially be as underdone as they can be while still being cooked, right? Because that way they will literally be liquid when you pull them out, essentially. But what it does mean is that then you put them in the fridge and they essentially set and they just become like goated little guys. It's really, really good. Thank you for sending them. I've just seen it through Sin. I will have a look at that when I have time after stream. But I'm curious to see what the differences are between like that and the one that I use, or that I used last time. Thank you, Celeste. I set it up when I got my laptop sorted because I thought, hey, I want one that like it's hosted by a web server up on my PC. Same as the sticker thing, but then I have like a control dock on my laptop, and I can also set it on my phone and stuff. Banger, yeah. But you know, so I wanna. Okay, it is 9 minutes. I mean, it's 8 minutes on here. But yeah, like I just found Alvin's cookie recipe, just thinking, hey, if his brownies are pretty much what I want, surely his cookies are too. And they came out really well, but I would say that they probably would be very different if I did them as they are intended, and not just as chunks of them on top of a brownie. Because that's essentially what my brookies were, was just like chucked on. And they came out really well, but you know, it's hard to tell what a cookie recipe's like when it's intermingled with a bunch of brownie going on. La la la. Okay. Christ, it's warm in here. Hopefully the temperature in the UK cools down soon, so that when I do baking streams, the oven doesn't become, like the kitchen doesn't just become a sauna because of the oven being on. Because it might actually just kill me. Also, if you are ever considering investing in a meat thermometer, just do it. You can get them really cheap on Amazon, and it just means that like you can check that your chicken is cooked instead of having to chop it up. Like you can do a pan-seared chicken breast perfectly. You could do steak exactly to temperature. You could bake things and never have to overdo it, that kind of thing. Goes bread to a baker's. Well, see, I agree, but at the same time, like, hey, I just deal with it. Like, it's going to be like this a lot now, so I'm just going to have to cope. The train was deadly state. Didn't help that they let a ton of people on at Wimbledon, even though the train wasn't due to stop there. Really? That's so strange. I'm guessing it's for the tennis, but still, it's like, why would they do that? Why would they make things just worse for everybody else? Maybe there was a bunch of already cancellations at Wimbledon, so they had to like pick up the slack for another service. Or maybe they told you and you're just withholding that information to make me guess, which is messed up then. I don't appreciate that. Ole mole. Hi, Cosmic. Hi. Right, 7 minutes till brownies, and then I can take them out, and then I will, like, cut one of them off, probably the corner piece, because it'll be most cooked, give it a taste test, let the rest cool in the fridge, end stream, come play video games. Win. Work was a smidge evil today, but we went pub garden after, so things okay. Oh, I'm dying for a pub garden right now, dude. After the production work yesterday was done, there was an offer to go to the pub, and I was like, oh, very, very tempting. However, I shouldn't, because I like had to travel an hour and a half home, and I was like, I can't be asked. Video games, Sim, what degree Celsius up north? Yeah, it's like probably about 28 in this room right now, I would guess. Try buying cold water at the station. The coldest non-fizzy drink you could find was Lucozade. Oh, Benmo, I'm so sorry. Speaking of cold things, I'm going to make some squash. I'm going to chuck some ice in it, because I'm bloody warm. The lighting is so horrifically different now. I was trying to like set up the exposure and stuff on my camera manually before stream. And then I realized that why am I going to put the squash in the fridge? That's not where that lives. And then I realized that realistically, the sun's going to go down, everything's going to be changed, and it's going to suck. come on. No, come on. More ice. More ice. Thank you. So yeah, I just gave up and put it on intelligent auto, which is probably why it keeps switching between like portrait and something else, because it sees my face and it goes, oh, a man. Bonk. Awesome sauce. Right. Squash acquired with ice to make it nice and cold. Back to the stream, but I'm in hospital. Oh, goat. I'm so sorry to hear that. I need to move up north. Is it 28 in here? I don't actually know what the temperature in this room right now is, but I think I can check. Hold on. That one, because I believe we've got something that lets me check things. Okay, it's currently apparently 28 in here, though I will make the point that, is it this one that's checking? Oh. So, the temperature sensors, there is one, so one of them is reading 29 and it's over there on the door, so like right by the windows, so cooling from that. And there is one that's reading 27 and it's over in that corner furthest away from the oven. So by process of extrapolating the very limited data that I have, it's probably like 30-ish over by the oven right now, which is awesome sauce. And it just feels great. It just feels great, and I'm like dripping. Mia, I hope your foot is okay. I hope the hospital has beautiful air conditioning. Honestly, if the hospital had beautiful air conditioning, I will probably break my foot to join you. Because I need me some of that right now. Is my stream frozen? Is it? Or is it just my mobile? Is mobile just shit ass as usual? Hold on. Okay, no, mobile's just shit ass as usual. That's fine. Nope. Okay. Mobile's poopy butt. That's fine. I knew this. Oh my god. I hope you're enjoying the swallowing ASMR. Got 3 minutes till brownie o'clock, guys. Okay. Where's my meat probe? Where's my temperature probe? Yeesh. Where the hell's that? Come on. I need my little stabber. There she is. There's my little guy. I just got this one off Amazon, just random thing. Heatwave plus using the oven. Yeah, no, I should have made a better choice than baking during this heatwave, but it's okay. It's so chill. Okay. Brownies. Internal temperature. So, ranging from 74 Celsius for a very, very gooey / fudgy center to 99 Celsius for a fully set cake-like texture. Insert the instant read thermometer at an angle directly into the center, avoiding the hot bottom of the pan. So I like it gooey, but maybe not too gooey. So between 74 and 77 apparently. I'll aim for like 75. And if I overshoot, that's fine, because it'll obviously slingshot round. The office was nice and cold, but the booths where we take the video calls were like ovens teamed up with the bus, and the train wasn't worth it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Benmo. I need the world to like calm the fuck down with the heat right now. It's just the UK. The UK is not built for this. Sure, I'm not built for this. Ducksworth is not built for this heat. Okay, Ducksworth is not okay with this. Temping brownies. Yeah, I temp check my brownies because I like to make sure that they are as cold as possible, like as low as possible, because I like them really fudgy. But the usual check I do for cake, where you like stab it to see how it comes out, always seems to overdo them, because if you let them be fudgy enough, they will literally be raw in the middle, right? So I just temp check them because it's just easier. It's more reliable. Like there are elements of baking where you can just kind of freeball it, and I do that quite a lot. But with something like this, I just want them to be reliably really good. And so temp checking them is just the easiest way to do it, you know? I want to be able to repeat my success every time, man. I want to be able to run it back over and over and over. And have the sexiest brownies every time I make brownies, you know? You know? Right, what's my timer looking like? 26 seconds left. Whoa. There might be an audio cue that plays when it finishes. I won't hear it. But you know, it might happen. I mean, the oven's gonna do that, obviously. Bonk. How's that time looking? 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Okay, it's done. Cool. Right. Let me take them out. Let me temp check them. Let me wobble check them. See if they're too raw in the middle. Bonk. Okay. Into the middle, avoiding the center. We want 75 Celsius. Come on. Guys, terrible news. This might be out of battery. It's okay. It's okay. I'll use it as just a skewer to see if... Oh, okay. It came out kind of raw, kind of not. Hold on. I'm sure we've got extra batteries in here somewhere. Pause. But I think they're done. I think it's finished. But I do need to check the batteries. The ultimate betrayal was when I went to a tortilla for lunch, got my slot bowl, and they had the margarita machine on. Why would they do that, Benmo? Why? That's so fucked up. That's not cool. Okay. Let me try get something to take this battery cover off. Nope, too small. How about you? Are you better? You, please. You'll do the trick, right? Nope. Was that doing it? Oh, it was. Sweet. Yeah, I don't think have I ever been to tortilla? Ben, I don't think I've ever been to tortilla before. I'm sorry to say this to you, man. I'm sorry if this is upsetting. Ominously large box of batteries and stuff. But I don't think I've ever been to tortilla. A frozen mug would have fixed me at lunch. Oh, that does sound good, to be fair. I mean, I don't like margaritas, but that does sound good. You got battery? No? Okay. Are there any batteries in here that have power in them? Because that would be like extra nice right now. I can use this to check. As I say, I'm pretty sure they're done, but I just kind of want to get a battery that works while they're... Ah! Jesus, what the hell is that? Oh, okay, that's like fully awesome. Right. Good to know. Guess who's bleeding? Dexworth. Okay. I'm gonna leave that to sort of settle. It's not like a lot. It's just kind of weirdly sharp object in here. Do either of you guys allegedly have power? Is my thing just broken? No? Just order Chinese? Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with Chinese food, please. Hold on, let me rinse this under the tap real quick. I'm not going to show my finger. But, you know. She's seen better days. Ow. 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 Oh no. I hurt my finger. This is a terrible day for me. Gore. Oh, this is gore of my comfort streamer. Oh no. Okay, that is kind of got some blood on it. Right, I think the best call here, so that I can go and patch this thingy up to raid out. You cut yourself making brownies? No, I cut myself looking for a what is it? A battery for my temperature probe for the brownies, while rummaging through a basket of random stuff that happens to include pieces of metal that are quite sharp. And it's barely even a cut, it's like a layer of skin, you know? But still. So I'm just like letting that rinse, but what I am gonna do is end off so that I can do this stuff. I think that's even... No, it is kind of embarrassing for me, I know. I'm aware. I'm aware, Abyssal. God, you're the worst, man. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to raid out, and I will post an update in my Discord, and potentially on Twitter, of how the brownies are finished. Because hopefully they'll be nice and yummy. Who can I raid into? Hold on. Let me find a friend to raid. Wonk. Let's raid Cayman. Let's raid Cayman, I think. /raid. IDK Cayman. That is his username, right? Yeah? It is. Okay. I'm going to raid out now because I'm bleeding from my finger. And I want to sort that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that this wasn't too scuffed for everybody. Cayman is so handsome. Sorry I had to leave the lights. No, that's fair. You're right. But thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully next stream I won't cut my finger. And more importantly, little bits of scuff will be done. But in the meantime, go say hi to Cayman. He's very awesome. I will post brownie updates on my Twitter and my Discord. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Hold on. /raid. Cayman. Everybody go say hi to Cayman. I'm gonna not immediately be there for the raid, so if Cayman's offline, he's showing his online on my thing. Hold on. Cancel. I just checked Twitch and he was showing his online for me. Have I been pranked by Twitch? No, you've been pranked by Twitch. Cayman's online. You're a liar and a cheat, Benmo. /raid. You pranked me. IDK Cayman. If he asks if I'm there, tell him I'm bleeding out. And I'm dying, and I can't get to the phone right now. And then I'll hop in later. But thank you for watching, guys. Much appreciated. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye. Whoa. Hold on. I wasn't actually ready to raid yet. Hold on. Hold on. Guys, wait. Guys, hold on, wait. Guys. No, wait, guys. No, guys, wait. Hold on. No, guys, wait. Wait, hold on, guys. No, guys, hold on. Oh, okay, I can hear the stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm still streaming on my device. How do I end the stream? Hold on. Stream. No. Stream manager. How do I stop the stream from here, guys? Guys, what do I do? Guys, how do I do this? Guys, stream manager. You're still here? Yeah, I'm still very much live right now, guys, but like, don't even worry about it. I just need to figure out how to end stream while not have access to OBS. And guys, how do I end stream? Guys, leave. Everyone leave, please. Guys, everyone please leave. Do it. Why can't I access my devices? Guys, help. Help me. Help me. This is really awkward, isn't it? Click end. I'm not at my goddamn thing. My PC's streaming from upstairs, man. Hold up. Quick actions? No. No. Cinnamon, help. Cinnamon, help me, Sin. Cinnamon, help me. Cinnamon, I'm scared, Cinnamon. Why isn't everyone raiding out? Can you type it like a chat command? No. Use your legs. I'm bleeding. Okay, God. Duet. Why is Duet not working on this one? Available desktops. Mirror from Windows. Hey guys, just wait a second, guys. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, I didn't want... I clicked desktop. Oh, this is so... Guys, everyone go away. Why is it only showing me my laptop? No, stop it. Guys, this is really awkward, guys. Oh, guys, oh, boys, I says. Oh, boys. I've got it installed. Okay, I'm gonna go and end manually. So you're just gonna see like me awkwardly standing here for a little bit. But you know, thanks. Everyone should be over at Kevin's shop right now. I don't know why you're not there. That's like fake fan behavior. Okay, bye bye.